it's Kimmy with Kimmy and her flow. I recorded some of this video on my other phone. I don't know what happened. My iPhone just gave up on life. I don't know what this is. So I don't know how much of the video I can retrieve. Let me go back to my notes. That's a little bit frustrating. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about soft, intentional living, soft life, which I make references to a lot. And if you scroll through social media nowadays, a lot of women are talking about, oh, my soft girl era, and there's a lot of aesthetics around it. You know, face masks, candles, a lot of shopping, and a lot of products, which is fine and that's cute. But for me, it means something completely different. For me, it's how I choose myself every day. It's how I show up for myself on a daily basis, which is in a soft, loving, intentional way. Intentional meaning on purpose. You know, intentional means on purpose. So I purposely treat myself well. I take my time. I care for my emotional needs in a gentle, loving way. If you're a mom, the same way you would with your child. So I treat myself that way, in a gentle, loving way. I don't put pressure on myself. I set boundaries. I rest when my body needs rest. And I work when I'm full of energy, and I nurture myself when I'm feeling sensitive. So for me, I kind of, you have to figure out when what time of day you're most productive. For me, that's in the morning. And I max out at about 4 hours. So that's like, if I could only work 4 hours a day and earn a living, I would, because I max out. And honestly, the 8-hour workday was really designed for men, not for women. Like I said, I honor my feelings and emotions, and I don't suppress, ignore, or avoid them. I want to say that again. I honor my feelings and emotions, and I don't suppress, ignore, or avoid them. That's very important. I fully embrace who I am and what I want. For example, like I said, working 8 hours a day doesn't work for me. It's stressful, and it's hard for me to sit still that long. So what I did was cut back hours to what I could afford to cut back and still have a decent paycheck. So now I work 6 hours instead of 8. It might not seem like much, but trust me, it matters. It makes a difference. Just when I'm about to max out for the day, it's time for me to be done for the day. That definitely improved my overall mood and my stress levels around work. I did have to make some sacrifices in my spending. I chose a phone plan where I could pay every 3 months versus every month. I paid for my monthly subscriptions yearly. I paid for Peacock. I paid for the whole year. The only one I couldn't pay for a whole year was Netflix, but I have the lowest plan. I only pay $8.47 with ads, and I'm Gen X. I grew up watching ads on TV, so I don't care about no ads. I'm not finna pay $30 a month for Netflix. So $8.47 works for me, and I still see my shows. Okay, so I also put myself on a budget. You know, I don't shop as much. To me, everything that I just described is what soft, intentional living is like for me in my world. It's not an aesthetic. It's a lifestyle that I choose. It's every single day. I listen to my body, and I made the changes to to create my own happiness. What I have done is created my own environment of happiness. And now, this is what works for me. I'm not telling anybody to go and uproot their life, but I would encourage you to take a look at your life and see where there are areas where you could have less stress, and areas where you could add some happiness and some, softness. To me, soft intentional living is living life on your own terms. And I don't need a man to do that. I'm not anti-man. I'm single, divorced. But I realized a while ago when I decentered men, which I'll get into that in another video, that I can be soft and feminine and empowered on my own. Now, I'm not saying that I don't desire a partner, but I'm saying that I put myself into my soft life. And that's very empowering. And that was very empowering for me. So I would suggest getting to know yourself, be kind to yourself, be your own cheerleader, and take good care of yourself. This is the definition of soft, intentional living for me. And I wanted to share that with you. So let's see. That's probably, I could say 5 things. The first thing I would say is number 1, I purposely treat myself well. I treat myself good. The second one would be I care for my emotional needs in a gentle, loving way. Number 3, I don't put pressure on myself. I set boundaries. And number 4, I rest when my body needs rest. That is so important. Number 5, I honor my feelings and emotions. I don't suppress, ignore, or avoid them. Let's add a bonus in there. I work when I'm full of energy and nurture myself when I'm feeling sensitive. So yeah, those are the 6 things that I do to support a soft, intentional life. Thank you for watching. Of course, with so much love. It's Kimmy, and comment and let me know what you feel like you could do to make your life softer, or ways that you do make your life softer. All right. I love you. Thanks for watching.